I told them you'd get a grace period to stop, and if you don't, we'd run stories exposing these practices. So let's go back to Zimbardo's definition of evil. He summarized all of what I read to you earlier in one sentence. He said, evil is knowing better but doing worse. Knowing better but doing worse. What does that mean for you? Most of you are med reps, what MSD calls professional healthcare representatives. 2 questions for you to think about. What is your relationship to the doctors you deal with? And what role do you play in giving quality healthcare to Filipinos? At that dinner Tuesday, the 2 Towns doctors were very vocal about this controversial relationship between the pharmaceutical industry and the medical profession. They talked about how doctors accept free trips, junkets, they called them, expensive gifts and favors. They said doctors rationalize. These are the quotes from them. Everyone is doing it. I'd be stupid if I didn't take it. The budget is there anyway. And I like this one. I don't have to do what they want anyway. I've heard these same excuses from journalists who accept bribes and who encourage others to do the same. It's like a virus, rationalization that spreads virus. Corruption cuts across our industries. This is a challenge for all of us. You know your reality better than I do. You have your business targets. So the question only you can answer is, what are you willing to do to get what you want? Where do you draw the line, that line that you will never cross? Where on this side of the line you're good, on the other side you're evil. And if you answer those 2 questions, you will then define this 3rd one, because it defines who you are. How do you define your own battle for integrity? The tipping point starts with each and every person in this room, each of us as people. You're very lucky because you have a company that has a value like this. Merck's values include these statements. We are committed to the highest standards of ethics and integrity. We are responsible to our customers, to Merck employees and their families, to the environments we inhabit, and to the societies we serve worldwide. In discharging our responsibilities, we do not take professional or ethical shortcuts. Our interactions with all segments of society must be transparent and reflect the high standards we profess. Fantastic. I grilled your managers for a while tonight because it was almost too good to be true. I loved it. So the question for all of you, does MSD live up to these stated values? If you do, how do you fight against those who take shortcuts, who are unethical, who do evil? I got some answers from your managers. I loved the answers. But, so actually, I don't know why you asked me to talk to you, because it's top down. It's very nice. It's really nice to hear. Let me just end with 4 points. These ideas have helped me find the courage to do what's right. You're lucky because you're in a company that encourages you to do what's right. But imagine if you're in a company where you're encouraged to do everything possible to get your deliverables in. Then it's really your personal call. But these are 4 things that helped me find the courage to do what's right. One is, be excellent at what you do. Work hard. Everything begins there. The second, be self-aware. Ask yourself the tough questions. I posed 4 tough questions to you that lead to an answer about your own self. It starts with you. Ask yourself the tough questions and don't lie to yourself. Give yourself an honest answer. Be aware of how your actions affect others. So be self-aware. 3, take responsibility for what you say and what you do. Take responsibility. Will you act this way if everyone can see, if it's done in public, if everyone can see what you're doing? Dr. Pingoy's doctor friends, would they act that way if a TV camera was on them? Well, the ones who didn't like what he wrote. Statements like, I'm only following orders, or everyone else was doing it, totally abdicates responsibility. Remember, how you behave is completely under your control. And then 4th, find your allies. Once you find the courage to say no and take responsibility for your actions, you reverse the tipping point for evil and you begin to tilt the balance the other way. Fight the group that will drag you down. Find the group that will raise you up. It sounds like you have a company that will give you that support, that help. You really will need help. I wish you stamina and much courage for your battles ahead. Here's the plus side. If each of you draws that line, you will push all of us closer to the tipping point. It will make a difference for you, your family, and your company. When you put all of our efforts together, remember, small actions can lead to big change. You become part of the push for the tipping point for our nation. It's huge. I really wish you much luck ahead. Thank you.